Okay, I just parked up, decided to have a little bit of a walk. I've come across the dunes here and along the beach, but the weather is closing in, so I'm going to have to turn back. I'll quickly flick around for you. This is Fenit Lighthouse, and as you can see, if you can see on the other side, this is the peninsula that I was driving up earlier from Dingle. I've only got about another half hour for the stop tonight. I haven't been doing a lot of recording for the simple reason the weather has changed. Lovely beach, but it's just started raining, so I am going to head back before I get drenched. I've got a show 5 o'clock, so I want to be parked up for that, and I had a few too many Guinnesses last night, so I really want a nice quiet evening, some nice food in the camper and a relax. But it is a lovely area. It's just a pity the weather didn't hold. You know, when we were going around the Ring of Kerry, I had fantastic weather, but now it has definitely changed to what I imagine the locals call the norm. Anyway, let's have a walk back up to the van and change some of these clothes because I'm wringing wet. Well, as you can see, it's an absolute horrid day. I've only got about 22 minutes to go to a spot I found. I'm not going to take the ferry today because it's just going to leave me short on time for doing this afternoon's stream. And there hasn't been a lot to film for you, so it's a very flattish area really after you get up from Dingle. And I've been sort of cutting on the coast route. I have gone to the lighthouse, which you saw earlier, but I got absolutely drenched and had to come back and basically towel off because it was absolutely hammered down. Well, only a few minutes away from where recommended to park for this evening. It would be a beautiful view today if we had visibility. I love these cottages that are tucked away. And looking back, it's got a nice little view. Right, is this the parking spot or is it a bit further? I think it is. Ah, what a nice little spot. I'll turn round up there. It is going to be a 10-point turn. But if I get it done now, that's my lot, then I don't have to worry about it in the morning. Especially if people turn up. Perfect. Well, I'm sorry there was no scenic views today. Dingle Peninsula was very beautiful, but the weather changed and it was pretty flat all the way here. I did take most of the coastal route, but really at the end of the day, it's not the best day in the world for filming. I do believe we've got some decent weather coming in later in the week, but tomorrow I'm crossing over on the ferry and going across to see the guy that's been doing appliances for the last, well, since 1968. So that should be a very good couple of days that I'm going to spend with him. Okay, stayed at a cracking place last night called Kilmore Beach, and it's got parking for at least a couple of campers, but if the locals are about walking their dogs and everything, you might have to wait before you get a parking spot. It's a cracking location, and today we're catching the ferry across to the other side, which is called Kilmore. Let's go and have a look at that. Okay, back onto the narrow roads. And you! Everywhere I go, the locals are brilliant. Anyway, you can see out back there, cracking camping spot, totally deserted last night. A little bit narrow getting down here, but if I can get down here in this, you can get down here in anything. Okay, we've got about 25-30 minutes minimum till we get to the ferry. It's pretty flat land going all the way across here by the look of it. So unless anything crops up, I won't bore you with all the footage. The lanes are pretty much all like this around the area. You just have to take your time, and occasionally you have to reverse. Welcome to Ireland. I just saw we're coming up to a river or a canal, possibly even inland waterway system. No, it's part of the estuary. Where would he like me to go?
Continue on Hymer, Tarbert for
Thank
4
you.
kilometres.
Okay, on board the Shannon Ferry, heading across to Killrush from Talbot, and I'm able to have a good look, not only at the top of the van for a change, but also at the Hymer four-wheel drive in the background there. It's amazing the difference between how some people live and other people live. They have one most probably 100-watt solar panel on there, so they've most probably got charging from the engine, compared to my 6 1600 watts of power on mine. It looks more like a solar factory. We've also have a look around, so let me flick the camera for you. And we have a ship bearing down on us, but we'll clear that with plenty of space. And we're heading over there, and we came from back there. Very organised ferry, booked online, €35, cuts out about 80 to 90 kilometres of mileage from having to drive up to Limerick. So it's worthwhile at the end of the day, and it cuts at least an hour off my driving. And I'm really not a city lover or big town lover, so I'm quite happy to miss out on Limerick. But very organised ferry. And it saved me over an hour of time. Okay, just coming down to the water, and I believe this is a coastal little bit of a route. Got some very big turbines above us generating some power. There was a few power stations back there as well. Always wanted to go up one of them. I've watched a few videos on the assemblies of them. Okay, coming into Killrush. Again, a spotlessly immaculate town.
In 300 metres, turn left onto North Street, N67.
Some lovely old buildings down there. Supermarket so I can get some shopping. And a very nice marina by the look of it. If they charge €40 for a camper, I hate to think what they charge for a boat, and I've had plenty of experience paying that in the past. That's why one of the reasons I was glad to leave sailing. It's become a very rip-off world.